How do you become a high vibrational person? A person that effortlessly magnetizes, attracts all sorts of people into their life. In the recent months, I've been hanging around people who are high frequency, high vibration. And I realized a couple of things I noticed in my high vibrational friends who had really good fucking energy. They were very charismatic as fuck, and they had this fucking crazy energy about them, which made them so irresistible to be around. These were people who were making more than 6 figures. And I noticed a couple of things in them. Number one, they were extremely fucking positive. I know this is so fucking generic, right? But they were positive no matter what. No matter if they were working fly in, fly out, like they were doing all this labor intensive tasks, and then they were working on the business side, or they were doing this and that. Like they were very fucking busy. They never complained about anything. They were always positive. And I realized that this is what you need to do. You have to protect your mindset, your mentality, because negative energy is fucking inflictive. It's infective. And if you let one little negative energy come out, like it literally starts to infect your whole body. So I noticed they never really complained. They never really were negative. And you might think that's a bad thing, like, oh, like, I'm negative sometimes and I have to like let loose. Like, no, they were negative. They were never really negative. They were always fucking positive. And I think that's just, they just realized that being negative does not serve them. Like acting in this low vibrational frequency just wasn't effective to operate in. So they always acted in a high energy full of love, joy, like, in the vibrational chart, they always acted in the higher fucking tiers. The second thing I noticed in these people as I started to hang around them is they always acted in extreme abundance. Now, how does this relate to like high vibrational person? Because people who live in abundance do not live in fear. People who live in fear are in a low frequency, low vibrational frequency. People who live in fear are scared of the world. People who live in abundance always feels like there's enough for everyone. There's enough money, there's enough relationships, there's enough connections, there's enough of everything to go around, and there's enough of everyone. They're very giving people. They're very kind and generous people. And I noticed that as I started to be around these people, my friends who were making 6 to 7 figures per year, as I started to hang around them, I noticed their patterns and behaviors. They were always paying for other people's meals, paying for each other's drinks, always giving value to each other and exchanging and helping each other out. They were givers. They were very generous people. And I noticed that as I started to be more generous, I started to pay for food. Like, no, it's on me, bro. Like, it's all good. I started to be more kind and generous and gave value to them and help them out in any way possible. I noticed my mental state started to change, and it's very weird that the universe works like this. Is when you start to do good for the world, when you start to give, you start to get back. And I didn't expect anything to get back. I wasn't expecting them to do anything for me, but at times they would do very nice things for me as well. But it's not about that. I realized that giving and acting in abundance, you're changing your frequency as a person. Like, if you don't know, there's a vibrational chart which basically shows what level of consciousness are you at. Are you low vibration or are you high vibration? And I noticed that if I did things which raise my vibration levels, where I always acted in abundance, I always gave value and was kind to people, I never really judged people, I was always giving people, I was stern, but I was kind. And if I noticed people, doing bullshit, I would give them tough love, like saying, yo, bro, like, this is not on, I see you doing this. And I didn't say it out of ego or out of anger, but I said it out of kindness, because I noticed that if I wasn't stern, then they wouldn't make something. Like, if I didn't make it serious, then they wouldn't change. And so I did it out of love. So when you act in love, like, even if you're stern and you're fucking disciplined, you even do it with love. It's not a weakness though, because you're doing it out of love. Like, you listen to Andrew Tate, and he says, like, bro, like, just work on business and, like, fuck everything, just work on business. And the reason why is because he loves business. He loves business more than anything, right? So because he loves business, like, he's acting in a high frequency. For you, it might not be the same. You might not like business fully. You might like something else, and business might be a tool to help your craft out. So you might love this other thing. And so if you put all your love in this and you work really hard on this because you love it, that's high vibration, So I realized that a lot of them were acting in abundance. A lot of them were very generous and giving to people, and they were acting in abundance because that literally is a higher level consciousness. When you do that, you raise your consciousness to the next step. So people who were very high vibrational people, they were like out there, had that magnetic energy around them, like that good energy, that aura. They had a very giving and abundance mindset. The third thing that I noticed is that these people were never really locked in by the past. You see a lot of average people, right? A lot of people who go through their normal lives, they let the past dictate the present, and then the present then furthermore dictates the future. And a lot of them don't live in the past. Yesterday was yesterday. They live in today. All of them live in today. All of them live for today and the vision and the mission and the purpose they're creating. All of them were purposeful. I was hanging around them, and all of them were talking about the amazing things that they're about to accomplish, the things on their vision board, the things that they're going to achieve, that mansion they're going to buy, that jet they're going to be on, that place they're going to purchase, that the things they were going to do, the trips we're going to go on. We were sort of like focusing on the awesome things that are coming into our lives. And what I realized is they have the mindset shift, or instead of trying to get something, everything that they wanted is already coming to them on the timeline. They just need to chill in the present moment, work hard, and take action every single day. And everything else that they want is coming towards them. They do not live in last week when this happened and they did this. They live in today, and they live in their vision in the future. And they're constantly working in the now to get to their vision and enjoying the process in between. So these people I was hanging around, I noticed they were talking about the big things they were about to create, the awesome things they were going to do. And that energy really inflicted onto me. It's crazy how being around high vibrational people turned me into a high vibrational person. And that's the next point, is energy transfers. And you have to understand that energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred. You heard this law in physics when you did class. This is true with emotions and feelings. Your emotions, your frequency as a person transfers to another person. Like the reason why everyone wants to be around a high frequency person, a high vibrational person, is because high vibrational people make other people feel that certain way. So if you are a low vibrational person, you're going to make other people feel at a low vibration being around you, right? And this is exactly why certain people don't want to be around certain people, is because that person might be a low vibrational person. And that's what I didn't realize back when I was in high school. And I was thinking like, bro, why doesn't no one want to hang out with me? And this is because of course, like I didn't really resonate with certain people. But what the characteristics, what made someone really fucking socially attractive and magnetic was the amount of aura, like the aura or the vibrational level they were at. The people that had the high vibrational level, who were just joyful to be around, fun to be around, awesome to be around, always positive, always happy, these were the very popular people. And I noticed that trend, and I started to realize now that people want to feel a certain way. And if you can get to a stage where you're feeling so fucking awesome, that's going to transfer to other people. That's going to transfer to everyone around you. That's going to transfer to the work you do. That's going to transfer to you speaking on the camera. That's going to transfer to every fucking thing. And if you can get yourself to feel a certain way, if you can make yourself feel good, other people will automatically feel good based on your own presence. And even if other people don't feel good, who cares? You're chilling. You're feeling fucking amazing. And if other people don't want to feel amazing, that's up to them. But you're feeling good. And this is where self-sufficiency comes in. Like, this is why people with a low vibrational energy, it doesn't really resonate with most people. And people don't like to be around it because those type of people are very needy. Where the people in the very top, they're like selfless, they're very kind, they're selfless, they're generous. They have such awesome fucking energy, like exploding out of them. Their cup, the water is pouring everywhere, full of awesome energy. And they just want to give that to the world. And anyone that comes into contact them, they want to share this awesome feeling. And if you can be that person to raise yourself to the energy, if you can work hard on the things that matter to you, if you can work on your purpose and live every day like it's the last and do the things that are meaningful to you, you can fill your cup so much with so much positive emotion that it's going to overflow to everyone that's going to be around you. And I think that's what makes someone truly socially attractive and seductive and charismatic and socially skilled and high vibrational person, is getting at the stage where you're feeling so fucking amazing. And that's really to finish off the point. I noticed I started implementing these things all into my life, that if I want someone else to feel a certain way, I must feel that certain way. And I think the reason why, like, all my attempts with relationships and dating, like all these previous attempts before when I was younger, didn't really work out because I was seeking that level of frequency outside of myself, when the answer was within. The answer was to work myself, to get myself up to this higher frequency stage where I didn't need anyone else to feel a certain way. I didn't need that girl to feel a certain way. I don't need that guy to feel a certain way, because I can feel that certain way. When you can generate that within yourself, that's when you have that really unneedy energy, where you don't have that needy energy around you. And you're like, okay, I'm chill. And when you have that chill, non-needy energy around you, things start to gravitate towards you. And as I started to do that, girls started coming to my life, entrepreneurs, business owners, creators, the people that I wanted to come into my life. And I started to build a circle, a tribe of people that were into the things that I was doing, that we can take trips with. We can go to Bali, go to Gold Coast, and do all these amazing things and have fun while building businesses and scaling and making more money. Like all these things. It's fucking crazy. And if you guys would like to learn how to do this, if you guys would like to learn how to be a high vibrational person, to be a person that just gets it, who has this so much good fucking energy that pulls out to everyone and everyone wants to be around, and to build that social circle, to build that tribe of people who are so high quality, because building that high quality tribe, you are the average of the 5 people you hang around. You know this fucking quote. So if you're around high vibrational people, you're going to be high vibrational. If you're around rich people, you're going to be rich. If you're around quality people, you're going to be quality. If you're around intellectual people, you're going to be very intellectual. So you are the average of the people you hang around. If you guys would like to learn how to bend your reality, become a full-time reality bender, click the link in the description, join my free school community. It only takes 1 minute to sign up. And this is my tribe, bro. This is my community where I help my people who lack that skills and lack human connection, and be able to learn the tools and systems to gain human connection, to build the life they want. So if this resonates with you, then click the link in the description. You won't regret it. It only takes 1 minute to sign up, and I'll see you in my school community. I'll send you a DM. We can have a nice chat, and I'm genuinely looking forward to see you in there. Peace.